Before we begin, thank you to, all right, brace yourselves for this one. Thank you to Brentus Simardicus. Brentus Simardicus. That's a name. This is a name. But thank you very much for supporting the channel. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you to everyone supporting the channel through the month of January, especially because in January, advertisers don't want to spend much money, just like most of us after the holidays. So whoever does, I do appreciate it. It's how I pay the bills. It's what keeps the lights on. It's what keeps the daily content coming. So yeah, if you are interested in joining, I ask as little as $1 a month. You can find the description. You can find it, the link in the description below. I appreciate it greatly. So, doing the research and the image lookups for yesterday's video had me in the mood to look at this because I found some choice examples when I tried to find some kind of imagery for Prowl, and yeah, there's some fun things that popped up in the search results through eBay. It's amazing to me. See, I'm currently sorting through things to do a huge eBay sale, like the kind of been talking about doing for like the last year, but this time I mean it. But I'm looking through, and I'm the type that hates to put something up for sale if it's missing a missile, right? Like if there is one accessory missing, I feel like, oh God, I don't want to put this up for sale. No one's gonna buy this. We're here to look at the other side of things. We're here to look at the ones on eBay that are currently available as of January 2023, late-ish month. The ones that are currently available as of this recording that are in like the worst condition that someone still thinks, yeah, I can make a dime off that. Now, keep in mind, there are a lot of reasons for damaged toys, and a lot of it is just like, well, kids' leftovers, yard sale finds, flea market finds. Leftovers from a kit bash, for instance. But then there's just some where it's like, this looks like it's been in a war zone. Did you really think this was going to be marketable in any way, shape, or form? I appreciate anyone trying to make a hustle, but at the same time, some of this is ridiculous. For instance, this one was fascinating because it looks like someone bought 2 Transmetal Megatrons with the intention of piecing them together to create one fixed working one. Well, the problem with Transmetal Megatrons is they don't really want to be fixed. The brown plastic in those is going to make sure that they stay broken no matter what you do. You can see someone really did give a good effort here. There's a right leg and a left leg available. There is a torso that still has a pelvis connected. There is that side, the left arm is still attached on this one, where you can put the left arm here. The shoulder guards, yeah, there's enough shoulder guards to go around. I mean, it is feasible. You could fix this and actually make a working Transmetal Megatron, but it also kind of looks like he tried this and it didn't go well. It seems like he kind of gave up on the idea. So 2 broken toys in one. Let's see how much worse it gets, because this is common stuff. This is gold plastic stuff. We're used to that. Let's see some of the other things that are busted up. Missing legs and arms is pretty common in the ball joint era. Here's a Dark of the Moon Bumblebee that is half a man, half the man he used to be. I do appreciate him being back in vehicle mode, so at least some of him looks like he's together, even though very clearly that is not the case. The underside shot is he looks like he's suffering. There's the empty ball joints. No, that's from a kid. That's from a kid who just pulled the legs off one day. Or that's from a kid who pulled the legs off one day and a parent who either could not find the legs or did not know that the legs could go back on. Because it's not like Hasbro tells you, oh, these joints go back together if they break, by the way. No, you gotta figure that one out on your own. Oh, this one. Poor animated Safeguard. Poor animated Safeguard. Safeguard's one of those clear plastic figures that makes me really scared to own one anymore. But this one just kind of looks like... It looks like the back half that was the wing for the combined Safeguard mode was broken off somehow. Like it fell and the whole thing broke off. But he's missing his entire left side. And potentially his head too. It does, like, that looks like the chest panel, more so than the head. I don't know if that's the entire head, because I thought he had like a flame head on him. Been a while since I looked at the toy, but the head looks like it's gone too. Yeah, this not looking good. It's not looking good. You can see. I wish I could see the break point. Because I'd like to see, I would love, of course, it's me, so I would love to know if it was the clear plastic that gave way on this thing. It could have. It's what holds those legs on, that toy. Yeah, so it's not just, so a lot of this list, admittedly, is going to be G1. So we'll get into that later. But for now, I'm showing some more modern examples. Well, modern-ish. So we also have no toy expense is spared. So this Acid Storm is not too bad. Like, it's missing accessories and all that, but mostly it's just the wings broken off. I feel worse for it because someone got as close as they could to getting him back together, and that's about as far as they made it. It's a shame. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of Let's do our first G1 victim. I found this Trax, $15 shipping. Well, $16 technically. And it has not had the best day. It only has one arm, and that arm is not attached. Yeah, it's pretty rough in other spots too, but I think the biggest indicator is look at the crack going down that piece beside his head. This is a heavy impact. This is like, I want to see what my baseball bat did to this toy kind of impact. Like, the arms just broke off because they broke off of the you can see the pins there. It just broke the hinge off. But whatever broke that piece was massive, just blunt force trauma. That's unfortunate. That's not something you can do just by normal play with it. Now, there could have been other reasons, it was at the bottom of the box and the moving company just decided to throw that one on the floor too hard. That happens. Like I said, there's a lot of reasons why toys break, but it does, there's just times where it's like, I really want to know how that worked. I really want to know why that happened. I want to know why that window popped up. Okay, so let's see. What can we do next? Oh yes, Cybertron Unicron. A toy I'm always worried about because of the hinge that holds its neck is super tight and clear plastic. But on this one, it's intact. It's everything else that has gone away. It's an absolute wreck of a figure. No legs on it whatsoever. And what got to me about this, and what threw me off here, is look at the horns. Look at how smooth those cuts are. Look at how I'll show you the top-down view, and you can see. Look at the right horn. There isn't a white indentation on that, like it was bent off or broken off. That's a cut. That is a clean cut to that horn for some reason. This is a kid with a pair of scissors that just decided to give Unicron a haircut. Now it looks like there's a pipe going through his head. Haven't seen that. That wouldn't take Unicron nearly as seriously. It can happen to Cybertron toys. Yes, it can. Now, Unicron Trilogy toys are generally pretty sturdy, but I remember when I did the Smash or Pass video, and people cried wolf on the claim that smoke screen was damaged. Well, yeah, those are sturdy toys back in that era, but it can happen. They can be. Here's a dirt boss with a arm completely gone, and somehow an entire back tire, not even just the wheel, the entirety of the tire, completely sheared off. I feel bad for it. I like this toy a lot more than most do. Man, it's unfortunate. This is what happens. We can't just have a monster truck transformer, can we? We just can't. This is a pretty common condition to find a G1 Datsun in. Yeah, the roof did not hold up very well. The wings did not hold up very well. When I talked about die-cast as a problem in yesterday's video, one of the big reasons is because when you drop it, the plastic flexes on impact, the metal does not. That causes the two pieces to separate. And that happened a lot on Prowl's door wings, and thusly Blue Streak and smoke screens. So a lot of these guys don't have wings at all. They don't have the doors. This one is unfortunate in its condition. Let's phrase it that way. We have more gold plastic as well. I do appreciate there are people trying to sell, like, there's some people that don't even understand why their toys broke. They don't understand things like, gold plastic is just always going to break, right? So they'll try to sell Skywarp here, or I'm used to calling him Skywarp now. Silverbolt here, as is, like, hey, it's for parts if you want to repair. And that is where a lot of these, like, broken toys are useful. Super cheap to get a broken thing if it has the piece you need. In this case, there is no saving this. The only real pieces, unless you're just missing a hand or something, the only real pieces on Silverbolt that are going to be needing replaced are the gold parts that break all the time. This is really unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. Like, yeah, so this I don't think is recoverable, unfortunately. All right. We have a lot here. And I don't mean like we have a large quantity. We just have a lot. So first off, more Datsuns, more Prowls. And guess what? We're going to look at one more by the end of this. So let's look at some of the others in the... Let's look at some of the others in this. Okay, so we've got Warpaths with broken off cannon barrels. That seems pretty common. We've got a Kickback who looks like he's in pristine condition until you notice he's only got half of his arm on one side. Potentially half on the other side too. Oof. See, the Ramjet is in really unfortunate shape. Seems to be missing, all of its removable parts, and in not great shape as is. The poor Ironhide. The diecast is in rough shape, and of course he is missing just about everything that makes his vehicle mode. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And there's some busted up GoBots in this lot too. This person really liked tanks. I mean, tanks are cool, but like that's like half the auction. So again, hey, $25 worth of parts to repair if you like specifically need kickback wings. What else is salvageable here? Well, I guess if you have just the parts for a ramjet and not the body, and it's entirely possible, I guess. Oh well. Let's see. Jazz, because it's a similar design to Prowl, kind of comes around in the exact same condition. Missing a door, missing the roof. These are pretty common parts to break on these old G1 Carbots. Seems to be okay beyond that. If you need an arm, it's there. The tires are still attached, so if you need the tires, $23 to get the tires replaced on your vintage Jazz. If you can get these tires off without them breaking. That's the other fun part. Oh my, this made me laugh so hard. This made me laugh so hard when I saw it. $15 shipped if you want if you want silver stick here. Blue stick. I have in this toy shop right now, like right over to my left, I have the 35th anniversary blue streak, the Earth mode version of this one for only about $10 more in box. I think this is just a little bit too much to ask for what you're getting. Like, even if you find someone who needs replacement legs for their blue streak, and because the knees are on clear hinges, that is possible. It's possible. But this is such a weird one. This is such a weird one. Arms broken off, yeah. Door wings broken off, yeah. The entirety of the torso except the head? Really? Like this is the kind of thing to me like screams customizer job. That or actually like considering that hinge with the pin still in it. No, I'll take that back. It just looked like someone just straight up broke the entirety of the front section off, and that hinge in the front is the only thing that was holding it to the rear. Interesting to find that out about the toy now. Let's keep going. I've got some G1s lined up again. I think this Shrapnel is about the worst one, about the first one I saw. And Shrapnel certainly describes him. We've got no horns at the front. Super rough on the diecast. There's a lot of exposed metal through the paint. Super rough stickers. The chrome is missing on one of the thighs. And because all of these shots have only one leg down and one leg up, I'm making the assumption that it's been glued into that position from a previous break. I could be wrong about that, but that's generally why you do that. It's generally the cause of things like that. Because why else? Why wouldn't you just put the leg down and make it stand up well? You clearly. It is a grand total of $9.50. If you actually want to have some semblance of a shrapnel. I guess if you need the canopy, no, that's all I got on that one. That might be the only thing left. This one was fascinating to me. Here we have a hot rod where he's missing the entirety of his upper body. For parts only, that's fine. He's missing one of his feet too, if you still want it. What was interesting to me, he's missing the back side of his, he's missing his back too. He's missing the entire top of the car. What's interesting to me is like, this is the vintage one. And then if I click over to here, here's a reissue one. It's I know it's a reissue because it's the same, it's a printed mark instead of just the sculpted one. And look at it. It's broken in the exact same spot. I mean, I don't even know that to be like I know that's like heavy transformation part, but I didn't even realize that it might be potentially like consistently fragile on Hot Rod, much less two different versions of the toy that are like over 30 years apart from each other. It's weird. Super weird. But no, like, it just kind of struck me that like both the reissue and the vintage could break the exact same way. And there's just a lot of floating Hot Rod chests and heads out there. We're winding down now, so we're going to get to some of the worst. We're going to get to the three worst ones I found. One of them is going to be this Wheeljack, who has been in his lab a little bit too long. And it looks like the result of every bad test he ever had in that lab. Cab is gone, roof is gone, the doors are gone. Oh, well, what should be the door, what should be on the side, at least is gone. And then, yeah, super worn, super stained. No head, no chest. It's a mess. It is a mess. I do have a Wheeljack. I do have a vintage Wheeljack that is in need of parts, but I need the spoiler, which is currently missing on this one. I don't think there's any, even at 15 shipped, I don't think there's anything I need to fix mine up on this one. This one was bad. This one was bad. I can never remember aerial bots. I'm going with Slingshot. I don't care. I legitimately don't care. But regardless, oh, he's had it rough. Aside from the fact he's heavily yellowed, we also have a lot more die-cast wear. We got that. Arms are completely broken off. Nose cone is completely broken off. Tail fin is completely broken off. Stickers are worn out. Rub sign has lost all of its rubbiness. And yeah, 17 shipped. 17 shipped, and I think I see, yeah, I see about 3 centimeters worth of plastic that is not yellowed on this thing. It's amazing to me that like we found far more complete figures on this hunt for less money than this. So where we get into everyone thinks something is valuable just because it is old. Nope. Have fun. Good luck. You will need it. And then we get to my most unfortunate one that I found on this trip. It is a prowl, but oh my god, it like is even worse than the prowls that were in that lot. So it's again the common breaks on prowl. The entirety of the top of the car is gone. The wings are gone, etc. But also on this one, we also have extremely heavy paint wear on the die-cast parts, and we have missing wheels on every side. We got missing stickers. We got like discoloration and the natural plastic. He's missing the windshield. He's missing the windshields on the back. He just like, I mean, technically the robot still is there. All the robot parts are still there technically. He looks like he's been set on fire. He looks like a bombed out car is what he looks like. He looks like after he got shot in the 86 movie and fell down and died. He looks like what his body probably looked like after the Autobot shuttle crashed into the mountains. You ever think about that? That ship with Autobot corpses on it and potentially like still living Autobots somewhere else on the ship just kind of crashed somewhere. No one really ever went to check on it. All right, so This is the kind of thing you find on eBay. I think the most hilarious things, I mean, good on that. By the way, he wants $20. This item has previously been used. Are you sure? Are you sure? Things like that make me laugh. Little product descriptions like that. See, this item has previously been used. Figures a rough shape, missing multiple pieces such as doors, tires, roofs, and back windows. Figure has multiple areas with paint loss. Some decals show wear. Does not come with any accessories. Only comes with seen in the photos. He wants, they want close to $20 for that. There is nothing salvageable on that, I don't think. $20, please. I think the audacity of wanting that much for something in such bad shape, I think that's funny. But I also think things like this are funny, where Hasbro Vintage G1 Autobot Transformers, rare. It's a rare figure. Okay, so that's what we got. If you want to go hunting for stuff like this, it's pretty easy to do. Put it in quotation marks, Transformers, and then put in quotation marks your following terms of your choice. You could put in for repair. You could put in for parts. You can put in broken, and you can put in what else? Damaged. Like the obvious ones like that. But like the for parts one will pull up some amazing examples of this. So this is just my little curiosity dive, just so you don't have to go do it later. So that is a condition some are willing to sell a Transformer in. Admittedly, they're just trying to turn a buck on something that they just probably dug up out of their attic or their back room somewhere. But you and I know, it doesn't really matter when I date this video. These things are probably still going to be around when you watch it, whenever you watch it. So I hope you got a little bit of amusement out of this and some appreciation for the condition your toys are in. Until next time. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.